Good morning, everyone. How are you doing on this rainy Ohio day? It's hump day, guys. So I'm going to start the morning off. It's 8:50 right now. I'm starting it off with estimates. Can't share a whole lot of estimates. Unfortunately, you know, the actions of a few ruin it for a lot. And my business comes first whenever it comes to social media. I got to put the customers ahead of making content. I did want to share some quick tips with you while I got you here, though. My tip I'll give you for you new guys and gals coming into this industry is a lot of people are going to try to save a dime, and that's okay. I try to do the same thing whenever I get estimates, but what you don't want to do is put yourself into a bad position. And what they'll do, some customers will call and they'll say, especially here in Ohio, they'll say, I just want an estimate for bi-weekly lawn care. Well, guys, in the springtime, especially early summer, whenever it's super wet here in the Midwest, could be a little bit different in your area, but in our area, you cannot start the season off doing bi-weekly. You will waste so much time. The grass will be so tall. The customer's not going to be happy. You're going to be unhappy. Don't do bi-weekly lawn care service, especially in the spring. If you get into a drought period through the summer, you need to bump them out 14 days, 10 days, whatever works for you. That's perfectly fine. But early season, absolutely do not take on bi-weekly customers. I don't even entertain them. If they call right off the rip, I will just tell them, hey, we do not offer bi-weekly service, and typically they'll go find another company. It is just not worth it to try to fight and to make these things look good. You will, in our area, you know, tall fescue, Kentucky bluegrass, this stuff will grow 1.5 feet in 2 weeks in the springtime. So trust me, if you're in my area, I need some gas. If you're in my area, do not offer bi-weekly service, especially in the springtime. All right, time to find out if this baby can help us out a lot. Game plan is to get the majority of it with the multi-force with the broom attachment, and then if we need to, we'll come in with the power sweep that we were using in yesterday's video, and we'll get it finished out, and then we'll come back in at the end with the blower and really get it cleaned up. I'm excited to use this. I think I scared PQ. He kind of jumped. So we're gonna go right to the thick stuff over here. We're gonna see how it does. Pay attention to what I'm doing here.
Can you turn this down and it will go slower?
Yeah, I can try it. It's all testing it, guys. Like I said, we've never used this before. I'm not really worried about the grass or the dirt. We can blow that back in. So I got these big old piles here now, guys. You can see this is probably like a foot of just gravel. I'm gonna try to bring the brush this way so I can disperse it out into the parking lot. I'm not worried about the dirt or the little bit of grass here. It'll be perfectly fine. And even here where you can see where it kind of kicked up the grass a bit, this stuff is fine. We'll get this with the Pro Paddle. This will all bounce back. Yeah, it's kind of brushed out right now. Honestly, it's probably gonna be a really good thatching, you know, taking the thatch out of it, the dead grass. But yeah, it got the majority out of it, so I'm happy with that. Let's see if we can bring this down a little bit. I think running it at a lower RPM's a little better too. All right, guys, we're gonna make a small adjustment here real quick. TQ is gonna show you guys how you do it. So all you gotta do is just turn that, and it raises and lowers it, and then you just set it into that little joint down here. There you go. So we'll give you a quick demonstration. See how it hits? And it's really just finding out what works for you. But try to come at it at a slight angle. Oh, actually, you know what? I can turn that. I totally forgot. Sitting here about to angle it. I'm gonna go real low. I don't want to throw a lot of this. Just a couple spots right here real quick. This right here is actually working out really well because the rock's going that way and the grass and leaves are going that way. little bit that's left there, we'll get that by hand. It took all that pile right off of there. Man, I'm gonna run it like that because we got a good wind now that's taking the debris that way. Before I was trying to kind of push it with the broom this way. I'm gonna run it at an angle, let it take the debris that way and put the rock back where it goes. This will all bounce back. This isn't like high-end grass or anything. You know, the weeds or whatever in here will come back through. But man, we got that whole pile moved quick and in a hurry. I'll tell you what, my shoulders feel a lot better right now. So what I've learned, guys, you got to idle it down quite a bit. It doesn't take much. I think there might be a nail in that. We'll throw it in the dumpster. Some of the spots that are thicker, guys, you got to get a little more into it. A lot of trash back here. All right, guys, if you can hear me, I'm gonna get this cleaned off here real quick. The rest of it wasn't that bad after we finished that little spot there. Gonna get it blown off real quick, and then we're gonna do some final detail work here and get this baby back to Schleebau so they can rent it out to somebody else. This isn't my backpack.
It's a backpack, though.
The life of a landscaper, father, softball, mom and dad. So with all the rain that's going to be coming, a lot of this will clean up really nicely. I'm going to drop this one off too. Remember the snow I was blowing last week? I figured out what happened, guys. See my wire right here? From just rubbing. This one, I think this backpack was what, 3 years old?
Yeah, it's pretty old.
But we'll get a new cable put on. I think that's the problem though. So now I'm gonna get that power sweep and I'm just gonna finish up a few spots. And there's one little spot over by the cars as well I wanna get real fast. I just wasn't comfortable taking this near the employees' cars here because even at a low RPM, it moves quite a bit of material. Try to go pretty easy here. One more spot right here and a little one over there. All right, let's get this one over here. It's pretty decent. Now, I don't think this one will buzz, just because I've noticed it here when we're mowing, but over here, plus, we don't typically put snow here. All right, guys, that's good enough for me. We're gonna do a little bit by hand, and we'll get it blowed off and we'll get on out of here. Now, I will say, if any of you are gonna buy this, I would suggest putting your weight kit, just like snow, on your back tires. I'm roughly about 195 pounds, and me personally, I would like to have more weight on the back, just to give you more traction. All right. TQ is gonna blow it off. I'm tired. No, I'm just kidding. That broom, it definitely gives you a workout. So while we're walking over here, I'll give you guys a few tips. Run that broom at an angle. If you have a wind, use the wind to your advantage, just like whenever you're sucking up leaves, you don't get all that dust on you. We got a strong wind today blowing that way. So originally, if I would have started off at an angle, I think we'd have probably had a lot less of a mess right there where TQ just cleaned off. Idle way down. And if you have wheel weights, run the wheel weights. The wheel weights help a ton. Other than that, worked really, really well. Idle down, guys, I'm telling you. When I first started, TQ took off running. I don't know if it'll be on camera. Try to get that one out I was trying earlier. There we go. Good day for a leaf cleanup.
I know, right? It's just going that way.
Send it on to the neighbors.
Oh man.
Feels like it's getting colder now.
I know. It's supposed to be, I think 50 for the high today, but no sunshine.
Yeah. I know this morning it felt really warm when I started the day. I was actually debating not wearing a hoodie.
I know it was warmer as it was like sprinkling on us a little bit.
Yeah, I think that rain we got early this morning just brought the temperatures down probably at least 10 degrees. I'd say we're probably low 40s, mid 40s.
Right.
But all right, we're all loaded up. We got the mess that I and TQ made, TQ and I made.
Hey, we'll own up to it.
Yeah, 100%. We'll fix our mistakes. You know, unfortunately, like I stated in yesterday's video, it never froze. So made plowing definitely tougher than usual. But hey, if we make a mess, we'll own up to it. We'll clean it up. Not a problem whatsoever. Not something we want to do, but it's something we do from time to time. And we do offer actually gravel cleanup as a service, as you guys have seen in the past. A lot of people call us for even other companies, but we're not perfect. We push gravel occasionally as well. Oh, you got that backpack?
I got it.
I forgot all about it.
She's got like a whole bag of sunflower seeds dumped in the bottom of this thing.
Well, you got to have snacks.
I'm like, you're going to have like sunflowers growing in your bag. And she's like, it'll just be taco flavored.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, so sorry if the breathing's heavy into the microphone, but yeah, we got to take this back to Ruben. He actually has it rented out for today. So I think he said something about somebody's cleaning some horse stalls with it. So I'm glad we got it before that, because I think it's going to be stinky after. Nah, just kidding. No clean it up.